There were numerous attempts to distract us. There were countless attempts to inspire division, factionalism, and disunity ahead of this National People's Assembly. And as delegates of branches of the EFF, you resisted the agents of disruption and delivered a successful conference. For this, I thank you, comrade delegates. Many of the members of the CCT, which were elected here on the 14th of December 2024, will be leading at a national level for the first time. And we must be able to determine to them the basic characteristics of what it means to be a commissar. To lead at a national level means that you must have a national consciousness. And a national consciousness can never be developed over 5 years. It must be something that is organically born within you. A national consciousness does not mean you ought to have traveled the entire country before you are elected as a member of the CCT. But it means that you must have a sophisticated understanding of political and social conditions in our country at all levels. As a commissar, you must not think like a regional leader and always reference your township or your village when we debate and engage on national and international affairs. You must have a strong grasp of ideology in order to be able to apply the Marxist, Leninist, and Fanonian tools of analysis in a practical manner and to resolve the challenges confronting our people. In due course, we will hold an induction of all CCT members, but as they will be leading all of you up to sub-regional level, we must highlight some key characteristics of a commissar so that certain conduct is avoided and their role is clearly defined as they assume their leadership responsibilities. There is no commissar who's going to be accused of sexual harassment. There's no commissar who's going to be accused of abusing women. There's no commissar who's going to be knocking on the doors of leaders of the student command in an attempt to impose themselves on young children. A commissar must be disciplined and show that discipline both in private and in public. What you do in darkness will one day come out. And when it comes out, you must be very proud to stand with what you did in darkness. So do not do things that are going to embarrass us and embarrass the movement. So we must never allow anyone to privatize the things that belong to us. We're going to fight for the land reform. We're going to fight for the expropriation of land without compensation. We must be found fighting in sports, arts, and culture. It must never be a domain of other people. We must be found there fighting for our artists, for our sportsmen and women. We must fight for Banyana to be paid the same amount as Bafana Bafana, because they all do the same thing. Comrades, Cyril Ramaphosa has to sign a Bella Bill. If Cyril Ramaphosa does not sign a Bella Act, we are going to the streets. We must mobilize everybody in society to demand that the Bella Act must be signed. We are not going to be threatened by AfriForum. We are not going to be threatened by anyone who was wearing orange and saying we must not implement the Bella Act. The Bella Act is going to be implemented. No one is going to be excluded in a school owned by government on the basis of language.